couple years down the road, you wake up on a Sunday morning.
Mm.
You are jolted out of a deep, heavy sleep.
Okay. Oh no.
You're jolted awake by sounds. It's like it kind of enters your periphery, right? You're in the middle of a dream where you're just falling.
What?
Yeah, you're just falling, right? You're falling. You see just like this
Uh-huh.
bluest, clearest lake you've ever seen in your life, right?
Yeah.
And you're just falling right into it. It's so clear and so still. You can see your own reflection from like
Okay.
hundreds of feet in the air,
Wow.
right? You're just falling and screaming and falling and screaming. You're falling and screaming, right?
Yeah.
You are awoken by the sounds and frankly the smells of passionate, sensual
Yeah.
lovemaking
Oh, okay.
between a pair of squirrels.
Oh.
They're right outside your window. Their nest is. Oh, dude, it is passionate. They're these.
What does that sound like?
I'm not good at making animal. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, but more passion, Yeah, smooching, clicking, right? And these two squirrels, you've known them for a little while now. They've been outside of your place for a little while. They're kind of like in the
They're
tree.
my little
They're
buddies,
your little buddies,
and they don't normally wake me up with the passionate lovemaking.
I mean, not every day.
They were really going at it today.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, great. So I look out and I'm like,
You
God,
like
good for you.
you wake up, right? You're falling and falling, and you're just screaming, and your mouth is wide open, and you're about to hit the still, I mean, completely still. Like it hasn't moved in decades.
Yeah, could be
Crystal
glass for all I
clear
know.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or jello. Anything with a smooth top.
Yeah. With a smooth.
You
Yeah.
you're about to hit it. And
Okay.
you're again jolted awake by the
Joel.
sounds of these squirrels making passionate love on a branch.
Yeah.
You look to see them and they're fucking gone. Right?
Fun.
They're gone.
Came and went.
They certainly did.
Hey,
So you kind of
I'm a little disappointed, I assume.
yeah, I mean you always like to catch them.
It's kind of part of my routine.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
Wake up,
certainly
watch the squirrels fuck.
well, it's like the first place your eyes go when you wake up in the morning, just in case.
Yeah.
You don't want
Hmm.
to like risk a moment like this where you miss them.
Yeah.
You only sleep facing out the window,
That is true.
you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you go out of town and it's like not the same because they're not there,
Not there. Yeah.
like recordings on your
My
phone.
little buddies.
Yeah, there's alarms like you hearing them fucking passionately.
Yeah.
You have a video where like the girl squirrel is like on top, riding it.
I don't have a video for any sexual reason. I just think it's beautiful. Nature.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm saying that
No, I'm saying I couldn't tell you why
I'm
you
just
would do
letting
that.
you know.
I mean, I'm not going to judge you.
Thanks, man.
You have several videos. Okay.
I have I have enough where
You have a folder.
people would ask questions.
Yeah, you keep telling, you
And
definitely,
it's a hidden folder too.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely hidden. The hidden folder is titled Hidden Folder
Yeah.
and Taxes.
Yes, yes.
And nobody looks on your phone though, but if they were to,
Yeah.
they would be alarmed that you have like 9.5 minutes if you put them all front to end
Yeah.
of these two squirrels
Yeah.
fucking. But not today.
Not today.
Not today. So with a sigh of disappointment,
Mm.
you'd swing your feet out of the bed onto the floor. It feels cold
Yeah.
against your feet. They've been under a cover for the last several hours. Sends a chill up your spine. You walk out of your bedroom. It's very modern, very chic.
Yeah.
It's like an adult male
Yeah.
his living space.
It's respectable.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not I don't have like a
And
Scarface poster on the it's
no,
like an
no.
adult a grown man apartment.
Yeah.
Great.
And I think well, I didn't say it was an apartment. And it's probably a little better than just like your run of the mill grown man place.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually it's actually pretty nice.
I've done well for myself.
Yeah, it's certainly the nicest place that you have ever lived in, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in any disrespect.
Loud and clear.
You know, but it would be like the nicest place that any of your like close friends would have lived in,
Yeah.
or anybody in your family has ever lived in.
Yeah.
It's like
It's really
it's way up there.
it's in a higher tax bracket
Absolutely.
than I'm used to now. Yeah.
You wake up, you grind some Brazilian coffee,
Great.
medium roast.
Great.
You have like one of those Chemex things, you know. You sit there, you pour the fucking water in, you stare out your
It's my
windows.
ritual, my
It's your
morning
ritual.
ritual.
You make your Chemex full of coffee.
Yeah.
Stare out. You look at the dew on the morning grass, and you think, "My God, another day.
Yeah.
Things are great."
Yeah.
You take a sip of that morning coffee, and then your phone buzzes.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like pause for a second to just savor the coffee in your mouth and think, "This is the last moment to myself for the rest of the day."
Wow.
You see, you lead a busier life than you do now and traditionally have.
Mm-hmm. Is that my fully word? Sorry.
No, please. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm just
Your
trying to
phone,
know.
your phone clearly
I
vibrates,
just
as
go,
we just heard.
yeah, and I go,
Sip that coffee. It burns your tight little throat,
okay.
you know?
Okay.
You kind of like enjoy the pain a little bit and,
Yeah, I
take
earned it.
take that phone out of your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's a text from your agent.
Um,
He goes, "Hey man, you packed and ready to go?" And
yeah,
you are packed and ready to go.
yeah.
You are taking a trip to Italy
Awesome.
on behalf of the Frito-Lay Corporation because you, sir, are
Uh-huh.
Mr. Wavy Lays.
Like
Legit.
this isn't a one-off. This is like
No, no, no.
professionally, this is
Yeah,
what got the apartment.
yeah.
Mr. Wavy
Mr.
Legs.
Wavy Lays.
Do I have business
Anytime,
cards that say that?
yeah, they're shaped like a wavy lay,
Like a
like
little,
one of the fucking fat ones.
yeah,
One of the
dude, the
chips,
big ones. You're
the
like,
big
oh,
ones.
you pull out a bag, you're like,
Yeah, I'm gonna fit so much dip on you,
yeah,
you know.
I know exactly what you're talking
They
about. You're
even like
speaking my language.
they even smell like
The cards,
yeah,
little scratch
they
and sniff.
smell like like you just popped open a fresh bag of
Yeah,
WLs as you
yeah,
call them.
as we call them in the biz,
Yeah.
double L's.
Yeah. You have a lot of different names for the wavy lays, you know.
Yeah,
But most importantly, they sign that fucking check every week, you
that's what I'm
know.
talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
So they're taking you to Italy, right?
Amazing.
It's incredible. And your whole ascension to becoming Mr. Wavy Lays, it was not by accident, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You were living in New York and there was another terrorist attack.
Mm-hmm.
It was on 9/12, right? And the Taliban
Wait,
they took credit for it and they said they put out a video.
a different year or the same year?
No, I mean it's a different it's
Oh,
2026.
oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, okay.
So you're in New York, right?
Yeah.
They fire off 9/12, the sequel. Um they blow up like they shoot like a fucking a missile, right? They got a plane, right? And they shoot a missile at the Statue of Liberty,
Oh.
right? The Statue of Liberty it hits like the flame
Oh, okay.
on the torch and it fucking lights up, you know?
That's actually kind of cool.
Right. And that's what America said, right?
Yeah, nobody
America's
got hurt. It was just
nobody
kind
got
of
hurt at all.
cool.
Other than and they're not the Taliban anymore. They're called the religion formerly known as the Taliban. And
Okay.
like Prince, they pulled a Prince move
Okay.
and they made a very sexy symbol.
Seems okay.
You know, they're just trying to rebrand, you know.
Yeah.
So they light the torch being held by Lady Liberty, right?
Hmm.
And you're like your friends are just like you were like kind of near the statue, right? And
I was near the statue.
you were close to it.
It's on an island, you
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, it's like you as far
So
as
was
like
I
like you were like you weren't there,
okay? I
but you were
wasn't on
like
the island.
it's
You
like
can't really mean.
it's like in your background, you know.
Okay, maybe I was taking the Staten Island ferry or
It's
something.
in the background of wherever you are. That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
know
was,
exactly where you were on
yeah,
the ferry.
I was on the southern tip of Manhattan.
You
I
were on
was
the
in Fidei.
fucking tip.
Yeah,
And a friend of yours was taking a video of you,
yeah,
right? You got a bag of wavy lays in your hand. You're eating the chip,
yeah,
and in the background is Lady Liberty. Her torch lights up, and everybody just starts screaming, and everybody goes,
yeah.
"What the fuck?" And you like take this big chip out of the bag. You look right in the camera and go, "Man, I fucking love wavy lays," and you just crunch on it,
Right
right?
as the thing lights
As it
up,
lights up,
people
people go,
like, what are the odds?
yeah, they go
Right?
nuts for it,
Wow,
right? And you know, the Frito-Lay Corporation, they see it, they decide that they want to bring you on board. You're an ambassador for them, and then you know they treat you well.
amazing.
You know, you get paid like a decent salary. You
Hmm.
get obviously you're in like commercials, you get paid for all that shit.
Hmm.
You're making like you're bringing home like $350,000 a year,
Okay,
and
yeah,
you feel like you're kind of just like scratching the surface.
that's respectable.
Yeah, it's really fucking
That's really
nice.
good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it's like everybody loves Mr. Wavy Lays. You know, they got you in a Super Bowl commercial, right?
Yeah.
They got you in a Super Bowl commercial where it's like geared towards men. Super Bowl commercials over the next couple of years, the pendulum really swings back like to men.
Okay.
And there's a it's like you're in like a lingerie store, you know,
Yeah.
and you've got a bag of Wavy Lays like
Yeah.
over your cock, you know.
Okay.
And you're just walking around, and like all these like Victoria's Secret models are like reaching in and grabbing one and going, "Ooh," and then they're like pulling it out and biting it, and you're
Yeah.
just like walking along, right?
Yeah.
And then it just says "Wavy Lays, motherfuckers." Like, they pay the biggest fine to the FCC known to man, but it moves a lot of taters, you know.
Yeah. 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 A lot of wait. So what's the so
It's just a bunch
in the
of
commercial? I'm just holding it here.
yeah. You're just
Like
holding a
nobody
bag.
reached. Nobody goes. Huh? Like nobody's like
No,
shocked to
nobody's
find a dick.
shocked. They're all like, "Ooh," you know. They're all
Yeah.
like,
Like
and they're into this,
yeah.
you
Like,
know.
and what was the slogan again?
uh Wavy lays, motherfucker.
Mother motherfucker.
Motherfuckers, yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes off, right?
How could it not? Yeah.
It's you know, one of the most recognizable commercials
Yeah.
of the next decade,
Absolutely.
right? And you, sir, were at the heart of it.
That
everybody
was my idea.
everybody saw your smiling face. It was your idea.
Yeah.
They hired the AI ghost of John Hughes to direct this
Doesn't seem
commercial.
on brand for John Hughes, but I love that.
But his estate doesn't fucking care. Are
They
you
don't
kidding me?
give a
They don't
shit.
give a
There's
shit.
cash and
Yeah,
checks, dude.
exactly. All the free taters you can eat. Are you
Oh
kidding me?
yeah, doubles.
So, you know, they hire this AI ghost of John Hughes to direct this, and you were like, "Hey, John Hughes,
Yeah,
how about this idea?"
yeah.
And, you know, there were like a lot of attractive women on set for the other John Hughes idea where it's just like you know, like a fucking a beautiful woman falling for like a clearly what it was like a projection of his younger self, you know. It's a lot of
Hmm.
that.
Yeah,
And he sort of like kicked that to the curb when he heard your idea.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He said, "You look like you got charisma, kid."
Hmm.
And you know, he formed the line of ladies. You walk down that bag with each one of them grabbing it. A couple of them did touch your genitalia.
Wait, but this is a wild set because
Oh,
we
dude,
don't
yeah.
really need my dick actually in it. It's just
No, no, no.
applied. But John Hughes was like, "Hey,
I mean,
I'm gonna."
I don't know if your dick was really in the
You
bag,
just said they touched my
but they were like,
genitalia.
I don't know. They reached in there, and all I'm telling you is that some of them touched it. I don't know if it was like through your pants or if you actually had
Oh, I see.
I'm not privy to all the details. You know,
Okay.
it's just a helicopter going by.
Yeah, do you think that helicopter was picking up on the mic?
Maybe. If not, it's gonna sound real weird. So, point being,
That did sound like it was like
a lot of fun.
10 meters from the roof of your house.
Oh yeah, well they're right down
The
there.
whole thing shook.
Yeah.
And we're back.
So you're living life better than you have ever before, and
Yeah.
your prospects of the future look better. So you're doing more stand up, like you're selling out
Yeah.
shows. You're moving into larger venues. Like it's all of the other
Hmm.
benefits on the periphery.
Everything's falling into place.
It's great,
Yeah.
right? And you're going to so you're going to Italy, right?
Yes.
Frito Lay, they want to they want to study some new they're trying to like branch out into like new cuisines, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they want to make an Italian chip,
It's an emerging market.
right?
Yeah.
So they've set up a meeting with one of the most well-known pizza makers in all of Italy, one of the most well-respected pizza
Wow.
makers in all of Italy. He's a little unconventional,
Sure.
but he makes great food,
Sure.
right?
I'm excited.
You land in Venice.
Uh-huh.
You take like a it's like a 45-minute hour-long trip out into the country.
Okay.
You you got like
Venice.
sorry?
From just straight, just land in Venice and just go.
Yeah.
Right.
You're being ushered around. You
Sure. Get on a boat,
get
get
on
on
this
a
plane,
get on a
everything, and there's an
car,
itinerary.
yeah.
Yeah. So you spent like again like an hour just getting out into the middle of nowhere. You
Hmm.
go up to this like very quaint looking
Hmm.
stone building,
That's exactly what I was
You can
picturing.
see like
Like a macaroni grill, like a Tuscan.
yeah,
Yeah.
be
See it.
able to color on the tabletops. Yeah, of course
Yeah,
you
dude.
can. We'll bring you crayons.
I meant the outside facade of a macaroni grill, but sure.
No? So point being, it's this old stone house,
Yeah.
right? You can smell the smoke in the air. You can look up, you see smoke kind of like pouring out of this chimney.
I'm
You
so excited for
to
this.
the side and the back of the house is just a garden, right? There's bell peppers on the vine. You see like rows and rows of herbs made of like
Freshest.
everything, right?
Yes.
You walk into this small restaurant in the hills of Italy. There's maybe like four people there.
Uh-huh.
There's seating for, I don't know, maybe 10 more, right?
Yeah.
It's not a lot. There's there's like a man, there's only like one guy manning this thing. He's got like
Mhm.
a big wood fired oven, right?
Mhm.
He's standing there, he's fucking massaging this dough,
Yeah.
right? Forming it, shaping it.
Yeah. Eating it.
His name is Harry
Harry?
Harry Buttoli. Buttoli.
Harry.
His name is Harry Buttoli. Yes.
Okay.
And Harry is known worldwide because he makes like the best pizza anybody can make, right? It's like widely regarded. Like people have been telling him like go somewhere else. But he's like, no,
Yeah.
this is like where my family is.
Yeah. People
And
come from miles around.
exactly. So he stays busy, especially now that he's been like written up in things and whatever. But his whole thing is that he is disgusted with humanity, right? On like a personal level.
Yeah.
He abhors the fact that he is like good enough at something that he is wanted. He wishes he were just like very nondescript, blend into the background, no fuss, no muss kind of a thing.
He doesn't need to make pizza. He could just stop.
But that's what his father did, and that's what his father did, and that's what his father did. He goes, "This is in my blood."
It's his cross to bear.
Yeah,
He would much rather be a painter or something than be
maybe.
stuck
Yeah.
making the world's best pizza.
And so the funny thing about it is that he has like long, thinning black and gray hair,
Yeah.
and his hair is always winding up in the pizza.
Well, okay, well, but it tastes so good,
Oh, and people ask him
right?
about it, and he's like, "You don't deserve my pizza without my hair." That's how much he hates humanity, right?
Or
He's like, imagine
wait.
how he says, imagine how good it would taste on your tongue without my fucking hair in it.
Yeah, he kind of does it out of spite. He'll kind of
Yeah, yeah,
scratch right
yeah.
before
Oh
he
yeah,
throws it in the oven.
yeah,
Give it one of these.
for sure.
Yeah, okay.
So they're like, this guy has the best pizza in the world.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta so you sit down and they say, how do we incorporate these flavors into a mass produced chip?
Yeah.
So the eater just yells. He just goes, he's making pies. He goes, what do you want?
Awesome. Can you do it in a more Italian voice?
No, that's his voice. It's like pretty much. I don't know.
He doesn't have an accent
Like
at all.
you've never. I don't. You like haven't met him yet, but when you do, you'll understand. It's like
Harry
Harry
Buttoli
Buttoli. B
lives in the
T T O R.
middle of nowhere, Italy. Grew up there his whole life.
Yeah.
Long lineage of Italian pizza makers.
Yeah.
And you just did a spot on impression with, "What do you want?"
Yeah. He says, "What do you want?"
Great.
Yeah.
Just clarifying. Keep
Yeah.
going.
He grew up on a lot of American TV, so you know.
Okay.
He goes, "What do you want?" Right?
Yeah.
He's making a fucking pie.
Yeah. Is he Harry? I'm looking for Harry Batoli.
He looks around. He goes, "There's nobody else here."
Oh, so you're Harry. I'm Kevin. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm
He kind of like looks up at you.
Mr. Wavy Lay.
He goes, "Yeah, I've seen you on the television." He watches a lot of TV.
Great. I assume I have a crew with me. I don't know why I should have a handler breaking the ice, but
Well, you know,
that's fine. I'll keep talking.
yeah.
Yeah, so as I'm sure you know, I'm sure they reached out ahead of time, the fine people at Lay's, at Frito-Lay, wanted to incorporate some of your amazing pizza flavors into their new chip line. So I thought we could meet one on one and talk business and
He goes,
yeah.
"Look, man, I'm a pizza man, dude. All right." And he's like, "I don't know anything about business." He goes,
Yeah,
"I sell pizzas.
that's okay.
That's all I do. And
Great.
I go home at night. I fuck my wife."
Hey, secret to a long, happy life.
Yeah.
Am I right?
He goes, "She loves it."
Great. I'm glad, man. So you're living the dream.
He's like, "Yeah, so you can understand why I don't want to change my station,
Oh,
you
we don't
know."
need you to change anything at all. And surely one of the people who drove, maybe, um, has a file or something. I'm sorry.
He,
I feel like
he's like,
why is everybody on my crew so silent?
he go because they're all like, you kind of took the lead,
Yeah,
and you're just
so
running with it.
I'll pass it off to my assistant.
He goes, "Look, I don't really know about any of that bullshit." He goes, "I do one thing and I do it well, and
Yeah.
that's making fucking pizzas."
Yeah, great.
He goes, "What do you want?"
I'd love to try some of your pizzas.
And he was like, "Tell me what you fucking want." And he just kind of, he's like exasperated.
Okay. Okay, it's real simple. Whatever your favorite pizza is that you make, I
Okay.
would love to taste it.
He
And
goes,
then we'll go from there.
"Are you sure about that?"
Yeah. Yeah, I came all this way.
He kind of like,
I'm excited to try.
he gnaws on his tongue for a second. He goes, "If I make this, you got to promise me you're going to have some."
Harry, I'm a little confused.
He goes, "Do you trust me or not?"
Yeah,
He goes,
but
"Then
everybody
sit
else,
down."
there's some other people here enjoying pizza and
He goes, "I'm
they
not
seem
going to
to
say
be
it again."
okay.
He goes, "Sit the fuck down."
All right, all right, all
You
right.
turn around, you
Let's
sit
have a
down.
seat.
You you see he like
Yeah.
has like clearly like fresh dough, that he's made that day.
Mhm.
He slaps it down. He slaps it down on the stone. He starts singing in like the most beautiful voice you've ever heard.
Yeah. What's he singing?
Shimmer by Fuel. Gone from the cold. Feeling full of labor.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
He's like singing that, right? Tears are coming down his face.
get out.
They're landing on the crust. You don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets to the end where it really picks up.
Yeah. Yeah. The
She's for fools to fall behind. And then he goes,
yeah.
"I'm somewhere between." Like when he does that part, he like shakes his head.
Boring. Yeah. He's like, I
Just
know,
you see hair
hair everywhere. This
fall out. He uh he
and
pulls
I'm a little like ugh, at the hair because I don't know
you
not loving it.
he pulls out like a container from under the slab. And you look at it, you're like, what the fuck? What is this? You know? And he starts like pulling it out, and it's hair, right? It's
Oh,
hair. It's like more.
more hair.
He's like dressing it, right? He puts it on the peel. And he slides it into the oven.
Harry.
He just puts a finger in the air.
Oh,
It comes
okay.
out. Smells like burning hair on
Yeah, that
and like
makes
combined
sense.
with pizza dough, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah. Is there any other ingredient?
Nope. And he puts it on the table. He
Yeah.
runs a fucking knife along it.
Yeah. Okay.
And he goes, "This is my favorite pizza."
Great. Sit and have a slice with me.
He goes, "This is for you guys."
Oh, it would be rude to not break bread with the man who cooked it.
He goes, "I got my own in there right now." And he walks back there, and
Great. I'll wait.
he has like a small like a personal pizza.
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
He goes, "I do not eat out there." He goes, I'm a chef. I eat in the kitchen."
What's on your pizza?
He goes, "I'm it's the same thing you have." You
Great.
look and it's just like burnt hair.
Can you do me a favor? Can you, when you take your first bite, can you hold it up? I'd like to cheers you. Kind of.
He says, "Yeah, this is my favorite." Fuck, what do you? Yeah.
Great. Let's go.
He cuts it. You
Yeah.
go up there, you
Hey.
cheers,
Bing.
crunch.
Yeah. Bite right. I'll bite into it. That's fine. I don't want to be rude.
You bite into this pizza, and it is the most delicious
Yes.
pizza you've ever had in your whole fucking life.
Great.
It's unconventional.
Something about his hair is
It
just,
is it is it's crunchy, right?
yeah.
It it crisps.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel your teeth break through the upper lamination.
Yeah.
You taste it and your eyes roll back in your fucking head.
Real like umami kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You say that. You say, "Ooh, mommy."
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
the ad guys write that down. You know,
No, Kevin hit goal again.
yeah, yeah. One guy pumps his fist. He goes, "Fuck yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah." He goes, "This is gonna pay for my Ferrari." You know, that guy has a sports car addiction, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
yeah.
So you guys,
Yeah.
your whole crew, you munch down on this pizza, right?
Great.
And again, it is it's savory.
Yes.
You know, the crust is mind blowing. You
Yeah.
know, it's almost like anything on it is almost an afterthought. That's
Okay.
how good it is.
Yeah.
And you finish your slice. You look over at Harry, who's like demolished his little personal pizza,
Hmm.
and he goes, "What do you think?"
Best pizza I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "You're not fucking with me, are you?" And he grabs the chef's knife.
No, we loved it. Right? Right? The rest of the
And
crew, right? We
everybody's
loved
like,
it.
"Yeah, that's incredible." They're like, "Holy shit!" Like they're like, people are gonna go nuts over this.
Hmm.
Like they just taste it. They're gonna go crazy over it.
Yeah.
You go, "Harry, what do we have to do to get this in stores?" He
Hmm.
kind of looks around. He goes, "I think I'm gonna stay here." He goes, "But I got a boy on the way."
Uh, uh, yeah, that's fine. You don't need to come with us
He
to the.
goes, "I need enough money to set my boy up for the rest of his life. And in exchange, I'll give you my hair."
Okay.
So you say, "Okay," right?
That sounds good.
Everybody else that like sees you and they're like, "Okay, oh,
You,
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah."
we're
Like,
fine with that, right?
yeah, yeah. And everybody's like, "Yeah, yeah." So you fly home, right?
Oh, I don't wait for the boy.
No, like he has a son coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like his wife is due.
Oh, to be born.
Yeah,
I thought
yes.
you meant he was on his way
No, he's got
on a
no
little
reason.
bicycle
No, no.
through the Italian hillside.
That kid is not baked yet.
Okay.
Still in the oven.
Okay.
But he wants
Well, we
to
didn't. It's funny because we didn't actually make him an offer.
well, so that's the thing is that you sign off on it, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah,
It's fine. I met
yeah,
the
let's do it.
guy.
Yeah.
He said he's cool with it.
Everybody else is like, okay, that's what we need, and the wheels get turning.
Yeah.
Within 6 months, there's a new wavy layout.
Hair.
It's called Burnt Chef's Hair.
Who is working in the marketing department? That
times are
is
tough.
horrible.
Yeah. People are getting laid off left and right.
Nobody tried to zhuzh that up at all.
There were conversations about it,
Yeah.
but ultimately, like you personally came out and you're like, look, guys, if we call this thing anything other than exactly what it is, the American public is going to reject it. They're like, we have to put our cards on the table and say, we've been your number one brand of wavy potato chip
Okay.
for decades.
As
Do you
much as
trust
that
us?
as much as that contradicts what I just said, I'm gonna go with it.
That's what you do because
That
you
is what I do.
remember.
Because this is a different me. This is now I'm
I mean,
cashing
it's very
checks.
much
I'm
you know,
cashing checks,
but it's still
dude.
you at your core. This is what you decide to do. So
Absolutely.
you say all those nice things, all those platitudes, right? You they're doing their unveiling is at the Super Bowl, right? You're doing another Super
Yeah.
Bowl commercial,
Yeah, of course.
and it's in the middle of halftime, right?
Yeah, Mr. Wavy Lay at the SB.
It's actually at the end of halftime. It's like the last commercial before everybody comes back, right?
Yeah.
So it's like people are like, okay, game's coming back on. Let's sit down. One more commercial.
Yeah.
It's you standing outside of that stone house,
Yeah.
and you said, folks, you know me. And then there's a chorus of cheers that goes, Mr. Wavy Lays. And you go, I've traveled all over this world to find the next incredible flavor of Wavy Lay. Said, where did it take me? It was this humble beginning
Mm.
here, rural Vienna, an hour away. He says, I'd like to introduce you to somebody. You whistle, and Harry steps out.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking pizza dough, and he's just like around his finger, like he's spinning a goddamn basketball.
Beautiful.
And you go, America, I've been your favorite chip pitch man for a long time now, and I'm asking you to trust me.
Yeah.
Because the next big thing in chips is burnt chef's hair. And he stops spinning it, and there's like a single chip, and it's like gray and black, like his hair.
Yeah.
He picks it off, he eats it, and he says, "That's a good wavy lay."
He got a little
He
Italian
got a
for
little,
the commercial.
they made him do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to say I, for being honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this whole thing, like, it's like people are like, "What the fuck?" And then the next day, millions of bags of burnt chef's hair, potato chips roll off the line. You're there for
Hmm.
you're in New York, you're doing like a big opening night thing
Yeah.
at Madison Square Garden, right?
For the chip.
Yeah, for the whole thing.
For
Yeah. It's
yeah,
called
but it's like the stars are out, right?
Stars Are Out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a chip extravaganza,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
So there's all this build up, right? Like
Hmm.
fuel shows up,
Fuel
they
plays
blaze, right?
because it was Harry's favorite
Yeah,
band, of
exactly. He's
course.
just fucking weeping.
Who else is there?
Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
he does like 20
He'll
minutes.
do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's there, so of course The Rock is
The
there.
Rock is, of course, in
Yeah,
tow.
he's there.
Yeah.
John Cusack comes out and plays guitar for a little while.
John Cusack playing guitar.
Yeah, it's not very good, but he's
Yeah.
there. He's a big fan of
Yeah.
he's a big fan of the Chips. Yeah, you get the Harlem Globetrotters show
Awesome.
up. They don't play any basketball, and people are like, "Who? Why do we?"
Why does it matter?
But they're there. You get your fair share of folks, and there's a bag of there's a bag of chips on every seat,
Awesome.
and everybody's been instructed, don't open the fucking bag.
Don't open the fucking bag.
And then you come up, right? You go on stage, and you go, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of three, we're all gonna have our first burnt chef's hair chip.
Let's all take a bite together.
You go, everybody open your bag. You hear it everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
The place
Oh,
immediately smells of salt.
yeah.
People are like pulling out chips, looking at it like gray and black. He goes,
Don't let
don't let the color alarm you.
the horrific look of this chip sway you.
He goes, prepare to have your fucking minds blown. And
Yeah.
he goes, on the count of three. One, two, three. The crunch reverberates the walls.
Awesome.
The roof almost comes off the place.
Wow.
And within 3 to 5 seconds, people are either like, oh my, this is the single most incredible thing I've ever eaten,
Yes.
or they are openly vomiting,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
And you hear people start go like, why would you do this to us? And
Mm,
somebody else is like, this is fucking horrific.
that's not
They
good.
go, what are you doing? And people just like get up and they're like, what the fuck, man? Like, what is the deal? And then Harry's like, hey, motherfuckers. He goes, this hair is magic. And he pulls a clump of it out and he just starts eating it. And people are like, "This, what is going?" And they're just very confused. And
Yeah.
the tension slowly starts to ratchet up, and then they enclose you in the middle of
Wait,
the
enclose me?
yeah, they encircle you because you're like in the
A
middle of
crowd encircles me.
well, the people who are sick and throwing up, they encircle you. Everybody else is in like rapturous bliss and have no idea what's going on. They wind up encircling you, and they all beat the two of you guys to death, right in the middle of the tip-off circle of Madison Square Garden.
What?
Yeah, there's like
What?
4,000 people that
Why
like
did we had no
encircle you.
security at this thing?
Oh, they were easily overrun, or they were enraptured with the flavor of this chip. So half the security team is like, "Fuck this guy! This stuff is terrible,"
Yeah.
and they beat the two of you guys to death. And there's just a slick paste. You
Yeah.
know when they're done with you, just
Where
a
we used
slick.
to be. Our bodies, our
Oh
bones
yeah,
have been crushed
the Knicks never win another game there.
because it's haunted.
Yeah, they wind up like tearing it down. Everybody who ever puts on like a show there, like Taylor Swift, like blows an ACL. You know, like
She blows an
yeah, dude,
ACL.
she's walking on a runway, and
Yeah.
then somebody that yeah, she was so she's on the runway, or there's a runway that was built, and then she kind of like stopped in the middle in between songs. She goes, "Do you guys smell potato chips and burnt hair?" And then she like took a step and just audibly snapped her ACL.
Whoa. Everybody's heard a crack.
Crack, yeah. She didn't tour for like 2 years,
Yeah.
but they tear down Madison Square Garden shortly thereafter.
So I'm dead and my bones are paste and
Yes, a slick paste, just
they were
you
that
and
upset about the chip.
oh, it was bad. Some people, some
Hey,
people don't like cilantro.
hey, wait till they find that hidden folder on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
They won't. They don't want. They don't want your tax
Imagine my
information.
legacy after that.
Yeah,
After that got out.
yeah.
Can
Well,
I
what if
tell you?
somebody does find it?
Oh, they do.
Well, yeah. I mean, your friends and
So,
family like look through. They're like,
so I assume I'm now a disgraced
no, no, no.
chip.
I actually found it. I found it. I was there
What
to
did you
like.
do with it?
I just stitched them all together and
Add to it?
uploaded them online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me millions of dollars in ad revenue on YouTube. I title it "Squirrels Screwing Just for Me," and it gets hundreds of millions of
Wow.
views.
Great, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, but you died. You
Yeah, I did.
you were a slick paste on a hardwood floor.
She calls me from Wilco.